Welcome back to Gaming Cooked. We are making a spin-off of the halfling chili. We're going to make it much more dwarven this time. We have our pound of bacon, 2 pounds of beef, just over 2 pounds of beef, and 2 pounds of ground lamb instead of the turkey that they recommended because we like real meat. I have my bean variety because we also like beans in our chili. So here we have 4 cans of kidney beans, 4 cans of black beans, and 4 cans of chili beans. We got our cans of tomato sauce, our diced onion, our proprietary spice blend, which is just chili powder, oregano, cinnamon, cloves, MSG, cayenne pepper. Then we have our beef broth. All right. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take this pound of bacon, toss it right in. And I'm going to go ahead and cook it up. All right. So we fried up all the bacon. And we are going to crumble that and add it once everything is going. Next, we are going to go ahead and add the ground beef and the lamb and just a tiny bit of beef broth just to help deglaze all that bacon flavor off the bottom of the pan. All right, we got our beef and our lamb all cooked up. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is add our garlic and then add our onion. And I'm going to go ahead and simmer these until they're just fragrant. All right, now that we got the onions and garlic fragrant and smelling great, I'm going to go ahead and add my bean variety. Yeah, I love that sound. That's what good mac and cheese sounds like.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to add my beans. I'm going to add my tomato sauce. I actually need one more can of tomato sauce. Then I'm going to add half of my spice mix right now and get this beef broth in here. It's going to reduce down. So we're going to go ahead and do 8 cups of beef broth. I wasn't feeling too springy. I didn't splurge for bone stock this time, but if you really want to elevate it, get you some bone stock. All right, once you got all this in a pot together, we're going to go ahead and throw it back on the oven, on the stove. Kind of weird to throw it on our oven, but we're going to throw it on our stove and simmer it until everything just combines. And then we will chop up that bacon and throw it in, but it's just me. All right. Now that I got that first half of the spice mix all blended in nicely, I did end up having to add 1 more can of tomato sauce, but I'm going to go ahead and throw the rest of my spices in and get the bacon that we chopped up in there and just let it low and slow simmer for the rest of the night, and we'll have D&D in the morning.
Chili's fucking good.